think we all have at least one friend in real life who gets triggered by our mere presence. No matter how good we are to them, they just find more and more reasons to mistreat us. And that's what it's like to be down in a friendship with Harin. Hi girlies, welcome back to Debrief Sesh, where we talk about dating, pop culture, and dating in pop culture. I just finished the pyramid game the other day, and oh my god, isn't it an experience? I absolutely love every second of it, and for those of you who are new to the K-drama world, I think pyramid game is a good place to start. Bold, but very reasonable choice. People have been calling it the new Squid Game because of how intense, unexpected, and well written it is. Basically, it's about a new girl transferring to this weird high school where the students in her class participate in a strange popularity vote called the pyramid game. Depending on the number of votes they receive, every student is assigned a rank from A highest to D lowest, and the student who gets 0 votes will be ranked F and turned into a target of school violence. Sang Soo-ji, our main character, gets 0 votes on her first week at school. She is bullied by her classmates, but everybody else turns a blind eye. The series follows Soo-ji's journey of trying to end the pyramid game at her school, and to do that, she first has to make an alliance. Though I usually talk about dating on this channel, I believe that this topic is still relevant because having healthy and long-term female friendships teaches you so much about love and gives you the emotional security to enter a romantic relationship. Plus, watching these intelligent girls make alliances can teach us a lot about the different dynamics in female friendships. So let's dive into the world of the pyramid game and see if we can learn anything from how Soo-ji and her friends literally socialize their way out of her disadvantageous hierarchy. Also, I love this idea of creating a ranking of my own. So let's dive right into our debrief sesh. F class. Let's start with the F class and work our way up. I think it's pretty obvious that the friendship between Harin and Jaeun is the most toxic throughout the show. I mean, the whole point of the pyramid game is for Harin to take revenge on what happened in her childhood, to which Jaeun was the unfortunate bystander. While Harin uses Jaeun to relive her trauma and refuse to heal from her past, Jaeun passively allows Harin to cross literally every line there is to cross, even when it means physical and emotional abuse. To be fair, Jaeun is in no position to fight back, considering her disadvantageous family background and all. But her naivety, her unconditional kindness, and passive nature evoke Harin's psychopathic tendencies even more. I think we all have at least one friend in real life who gets triggered by our mere presence. No matter how good we are to them, they just find more and more reasons to mistreat us. And that's what it's like to be down in a friendship with Harin. All in all, this friendship has 0 potential to be improved. And move on to D class. Here I've put Harin and Daeon. Again, very toxic. I was surprised though, it's Harin after all. This friendship is full of resentment because 2 of them do not like each other in any way, but are unfortunately bound to one another by social status and family relationship. Just like how Jaeun's presence evokes Harin, Harin's presence brings out the worst in Daeon. She goes all out with her violent tendency because Harin has created an environment that encourages such behaviors. In return, Daeon's violence maintains the dynamic of the class, keeping Harin safe and sound. In that way, Daeon serves as the guard for Harin's pyramid game, and that deepens her resentment even more. However, they do share very similar struggles of dealing with their own wealthy but unhappy family. Maybe in another universe where they got to meet much earlier or much later in life, they would have made better friends. I don't know, what do you think? D class for this friendship. Another pair that I also want to put here is the cunning Eunbyeol and the psychopathic Harin. They're both such terrible people, but the reason why I put them a bit higher than Daeon and Harin is because they work well with each other. Eunbyeol is exceptionally good at reading Harin's mind and coming up with plans that align with what Harin wants. This friendship reminds me of Regina, George, and the Plastics in Mean Girls because of how Eunbyeol willingly and intentionally accepts mistreatment from Harin so that she can get what she wants. It's not ethical, nor is it healthy, but to some extent it's pretty efficient. The Plastics get popularity and social status by being associated with Regina, the same way Eunbyeol gets good grade and a chance to get into her dream university by taking advantage of Harin's powerful network. So 0 points for ethics, 0 points for genuine connection, but 1 point for efficiency. D class. Alright, moving on to C class. The first duo that I've decided to put here is Doa and Harin. There is nothing genuine between them, but I'd say they are very honest with each other. There is a mutual understanding between them and that they are only friends because of their family background and social status. Their dynamic is different from and arguably better than Harin and Daeon in this aspect. Harin has respect for Doa's influence and intellect, which is depicted pretty well in that scene with Wu Yi in the art gallery. When Wu Yi talks badly about Doa behind her back, Harin immediately puts Wu Yi in her place. So, C-class. Another friendship in this rank would be Doa and Suji. It's so interesting to me how both of Doa's friendships are in this rank. Isn't it because she's the most morally ambiguous character? Anyway, they definitely rank higher than Harin and Doa. Suji and Doa also share some sort of a mutual understanding and respect for each other's intellect. However, Suji brings out such a soft side in Doa. I absolutely adore that scene where Doa was sipping this drink from the convenience store and telling Suji how much she likes it. It's so sweet. It's like they're both able to let their guards down and enjoy the little things in their teenage life because war is over. Adorable. C-class. Maybe B-. Alright, B-class. On to the healthy ranks, right? We have Suji and Yerim, the power duo of the whole show. I love them together. I think this is my favorite friendship throughout the whole show. I enjoy watching their friendship grow, especially because they are both very cautious people. They take their time and test each other out, and as soon as they realize that they share the same values, they develop such a genuine and supportive friendship. Also, can we talk about how well they work with each other? Every of Suji's plans is executed perfectly by Yerim. So yeah, no doubt that they would rank pretty high. Ranked a little higher, but still in the B class, is fans' favorite Jaehyung and Jaeun. They're just so much fun to watch. But there is so much more to this friendship than just being bubbly and carefree all the time. Jaehyung is the first person in the class to appreciate Jaeun for who she is, including her unconditional kindness and somewhat foolish loyalty. I guess Jaehyung sees such qualities in herself, considering how she's a K-pop stan with a few problematic habits. But I really like that Jaeun makes Jaehyung a better person, and Jaehyung makes Jaeun feel seen. Such a sweet friendship. B class. Maybe B+. Alright, A class. On to the highest rank. Here we have the ultimate duo of the show, Suji and Jaeun. They literally change each other's life. Before moving to that class, Suji was an overly independent and hard-hearted girl with no genuine friendships. She acts friendly and gets along with everyone for the sake of her safety, meaning she doesn't really open up to anyone. That makes a lot of sense considering her upbringing. Her dad is a military man with little sensitivity and a huge knack for self-reliance. Suji couldn't be vulnerable to anyone. It was not until she was forced to be vulnerable, quite literally, that she started opening up to others. I really like how they didn't write Suji to follow this common trope of a righteous heroine. She was flawed and morally ambiguous at first, but Jaeun's presence changed Suji for the better. Jaeun unconditionally and consistently chooses to do the right thing, even when it's dangerous to do so. This somehow touches Suji and motivates her to protect Jaeun, forming a beautiful friendship. At the same time, Jaeun learns to stand up for herself thanks to her friendship with Suji. Before befriending Suji, Jaeun often made decisions without taking her own well-being into consideration. Suji and Jaeun are ranked higher than Jaehyung and Jaeun because while Jaehyung is a great friend to have, Suji is a necessary friend to have. Without her, Jaeun would have never made such amazing progress when it comes to self-love and confidence. All in all, they make each other better on such a profound level. I literally live for friendships like this one. And before we conclude this video, let's not forget our honorable mention, Yerim and Eunjung. They're not friends, if you know what I mean. Of course you do. But oh my god, aren't they cute next to each other? They got me screaming an unhealthy amount, so I will invent a whole new rank for them. A+. I adore them. They win this TV series, period. Anyway, that's all the tea. This video has been so much fun to make. Do you agree with this ranking, and which is your favorite duo? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss a debrief sesh. See you next time!